Sissy Marianne, stand before me. Do not fidget. Place your hands at your sides and lift your chin so that I may look at you properly. At first glance, you appear prepared. Your hair is neat, your apron tied, your bow positioned correctly. Yet my eyes fall lower, to the very foundation of your attire, and there I see failure. Look at your shoes. Patent leather, regulation issue, meant to reflect the light of the chandeliers above. Do they shine? No, Marianne. They are dull, marked with smudges, and I can see where your cloth brushed only once across the surface before you lost patience. This is not acceptable. At the Institute, there is no corner we cut, no detail too small to perfect. A girl who cannot polish her shoes cannot polish her manners, nor polish her spirit. Do you understand why this is serious? Shoes are the punctuation of your uniform. When you curtsy, they are the first thing that draw the eye. If they are cloudy, the entire gesture loses its meaning. When you walk through the salon, the shine upon your toes is a silent declaration of your care and your discipline. You chose to neglect it. That is why you now stand before me, and that is why you will be corrected. You will not argue. You will not excuse. You will listen. You will receive, and you will learn. Correction at the manor is not cruelty, Marianne. It is refinement. One learns posture through mirrors, vocabulary through lessons, and obedience through correction. Today you will learn that carelessness has no place in your presentation. So, still yourself. Hands at your sides, chin high, eyes lowered. You will not move until I give instruction. You will reflect upon why this error occurred, and you will remember the simple truth. It takes less time to polish shoes properly than it does to endure the shame of neglecting them. And yet, here you are. Let this be your moment of education. Sissy Marianne, you will not shuffle your feet. Place them together, heels aligned, toes pointed forward. Do not glance away from me. You will look down only when I command it. Now, listen. A uniform is more than cloth. It is a contract. When you step into this pink dress and tie the white apron across your waist, you are agreeing to embody refinement. Every bow, every lace, every polished surface speaks to your obedience. You neglected your shoes. That is not a minor oversight, Marianne. It is an insult to the very discipline you swore to uphold. Look at my hand. Do you see how I point to the floor? That is not theater. It is direction. All authority flows downward, from posture, from gaze, from detail. A dull shoe reflects a dull mind. You allowed impatience to cloud your polished cloth, and now you wear that laziness upon your feet. Do you wish others to see you as careless? Do you imagine the master himself tolerating such negligence when you curtsy before him? No. The answer is silence, because you know you have failed. And failure here is never left to fester. It is corrected. You will step forward, slowly. Each heel will click against the floor so the room remembers you are present. When you stand before me, you will lower your eyes to your shoes. You will acknowledge your neglect, not with excuses, but with submission. There will be no argument. You will receive correction, and you will thank me for it. Because what I do now is not anger, Marianne. It is education. I am giving you the gift of perfection, one stern reminder at a time. And when you leave this room, your shoes will never again betray you. Marianne, step forward. Slowly now. Heels together, one pace at a time. Do not shuffle like a frightened child. Show me that you can at least walk with dignity, even if your shoes betray you. Stop there. Now lower your eyes. Look at the dullness on those toes. Do you see how they fail to catch the light? Every other pair in this salon gleams like glass, yet yours are cloudy, smudged, tired. They speak louder than you do, Marianne, and their message is this: careless, inattentive, and unfinished. Here at the Institute, we do not ignore small faults. We mark them, we correct them, and we transform them into lessons that live in the body. That is why Sissy Dahlia stands ready beside you, not as your enemy, but as the hand of discipline that shapes your refinement. You will kneel. Yes, Marianne, right here on the velvet cushion at my feet. Fold your hands upon your lap. Keep your head bowed in silence and reflect. Think of every minute you wasted by leaving those shoes unpolished. Think of how swiftly you could have done it properly, and yet you chose haste. That choice has brought you here. When the Institute corrects, it does so with ceremony. There is no chaos, no cruelty. Each act is measured. Each step has purpose. The correction you receive today will not harm you, but it will leave an imprint, not on your skin, but on your memory. A sharp, short lesson that says, never again. Do not cry yet, Marianne. Hold yourself still. The room watches. They will learn through you. You are the example, and your failure becomes the school's tool. Be grateful, for it is through this ritual that you will become better. Remain still, Marianne. Keep your hands folded and your back straight. Discipline is not simply endured, it is received with dignity. Now listen carefully. What happens next is not cruelty. It is not anger. It is the Institute's chosen method of marking your memory so that a small failure does not return to haunt you. We do not allow dull shoes to become a habit. We press the lesson firmly so that next time the polished cloth will linger longer, your patience will deepen, and your shoes will shine. You will not cry out. You will not twist away. You will remain in place, because obedience is learned through stillness as much as through movement. Correction will be given swiftly, sharply, but only once. It is not repetition that teaches here. It is precision. Bow your head further. Yes, good. Feel the weight of silence in this room. Every girl who watches you now understands. When she neglects her duties, she too will kneel upon the velvet cushion, and she too will receive correction. You are both example and lesson. Marianne, steel yourself. The mark will come quickly, a single sharp punctuation upon this moment of neglect. When it lands, let it pierce not your skin, but your memory. Let it engrave itself into your mind so deeply that when next you take up the polish cloth, you will never again rush, never again settle for less than perfection. Now hold still, breathe, and receive. Rise, Marianne. Slowly, child. Do not scramble. Collect yourself, smooth your apron, and stand tall. The moment has passed, and now the real work begins. Look at me, shoulders back, chin lifted. There, do you feel the difference? A correction is nothing if it is not followed by refinement. This is the stage where you show me, and all who watch, that you can embody elegance even after humiliation. In fact, especially after humiliation. You will not sulk. You will not pout. You will not carry shame in your walk. Instead, you will demonstrate that you can stand polished, graceful, and calm, as though perfection were always your habit. That is the Institute's expectation. Now, Marianne, we correct your posture. Place one foot slightly ahead of the other. Hands at your sides, not clutching, not hiding. Imagine a thread pulling the crown of your head upward. Yes, that is better. Your spine is no longer bent with nerves, but lifted by pride. Take 3 steps forward, heels first, measured and even. Let the sound echo softly on the parquet. Each step is a vow. No more neglect. No more rushing. When you walk in this house, you declare through your very movement that you are composed. Turn, now. Slowly. Curtsy. Hold it. Let the silence hang. This is how you should have greeted the master before. Polished shoes, steady curtsy, no whisper on your lips. Remember this feeling. Engrave it. This is who you must become. Marianne, you are not to learn only from correction. You will also learn by example. And what better example than the daughter of the headmaster himself? Clara Deveraux, step forward. Behold her, Marianne. Do you see the polish upon her shoes, the gleam of her satin ribbons, the way her curls are arranged into perfect ringlets that do not move out of place? Already, before she even bends, she commands refinement. Clara, show her. Slowly, with composure. Yes, watch how her purple silk gown moves as though it breathes. The curtsy is deep but never rushed, her chin lowered just enough to show humility, yet lifted again with aristocratic pride. Every line, every angle, every pause is flawless. This is no accident, Marianne. It is practice, habit, and care. Clara has no need of correction, for she embodies the very standard we set. And you will watch her, and you will understand that perfection is not unreachable. It stands before you in living form. Now hold that vision in your mind, because when I next ask you to curtsy, you will recall Clara's movement, and you will imitate it until you no longer stumble. She is your measure, Marianne, and through her example you will rise higher. Marianne, you have watched. You have seen Clara's perfection with your own eyes. Now comes the most demanding part, repetition. For without repetition there is no habit, and without habit there is no refinement. Stand tall. Good. Now step to the center of the salon. You will curtsy 15 times. Each one will be slow, deliberate, and exact. The purpose is not speed. The purpose is memory. Your muscles must learn the rhythm until they can no longer forget. 1. Lower gracefully. Keep your skirt even. Pause. Rise. 2. Shoulders back, chin low but steady, heels pressed together. 3. Do not rush, Marianne. Perfection has no haste. Each curtsy will feel heavier than the last. Your legs will ache. Your balance will waver. But that is the work. Discipline is not light. It is weight carried until it becomes strength. The cushion you knelt upon taught you humility. These repetitions will teach you mastery. Now walk. Slowly, heel to toe across the polished floor. Shoulders steady, eyes forward. Do not let your hands betray you. They must rest at your sides, soft but controlled. Again, walk back. Repeat. This, too, you will perform 15 times. Every step you take, every curtsy you hold, is a promise. A promise that the next time you enter this salon, your shoes will shine, your curtsy will flow, and no whisper of neglect will follow you. Do not falter, Marianne. The repetition will carve refinement into your very bones. And when I command you to stop, you will know. The lesson has not only touched your mind, it has claimed your body. Enough, Marianne. Stand still now. Do not fidget. Do not let your hands betray your nerves. You have walked, you have curtsied, and your body has begun to learn. But refinement is never secured until the mind has recorded the lesson. Follow me. Sit at this writing table. Do not slump. Sit properly, back straight, feet placed neatly together. Before you lies your journal, bound in soft leather. Open it, take up the fountain pen. On the first line you will write the fault. I neglected to polish my shoes. Beneath it, you will write the consequence. I was corrected in the salon. And beneath that, you will write the vow. I will wait. I will polish. I will not neglect again. Each word you inscribe will carve the memory deeper than any spoken lecture. The pen is the companion to correction. It transforms embarrassment into instruction. You will return to this page in days to come, and you will remember not only the sting of failure, but the dignity of resolve. Do not rush. Shape each letter with care, as if the act of writing itself were a curtsy on the page. When you are finished, close the journal slowly and place the pen exactly parallel with its spine. Order must extend to every gesture. This is how refinement becomes permanent, Marianne. Through body, through habit, and now through written memory. You will carry this book with you, and at each inspection it will be read. Let it be filled with promises kept, not excuses repeated. Close the journal, Marianne. Place the pen across the cover, straight, aligned. Order in the small things teaches order in the great. Now rise and stand before me once more. You have been corrected, you have practiced, you have written. This is the shape of refinement, body, habit, memory. But even the sternest lesson must end with encouragement, else the heart grows weary. We discipline not to break, but to build. Hold out your apron. Yes, flat across the waist. Today you will receive a token, not as reward, but as reminder. This ribbon, pale, simple, nothing ornate. Yet when you see it pinned to your uniform, you will recall this day. The fault of your shoes, the lesson of repetition, the vow inscribed in ink. Stand still. Do not move. There, pinned neatly at your side. Feel its weight? It is light, but it carries expectation heavier than stone. Each time you tie your apron, each time you polish your shoes, let this ribbon whisper to you, be steady, be precise, be worthy. Now, curtsy once more. Hold it. Rise. And this time, feel the difference. Not shame, not fluster, but dignity. That is what the Institute demands, and that is what you are beginning to learn. Marianne, the lesson is complete. You have been found wanting, you have been corrected, you have practiced, written, and received your token. All that remains is to seal the day with a final command. Stand tall. Do not look at the floor. The floor no longer condemns you. Hold your head high and let your ribbon rest against your apron as proof of your growth. You entered this salon with dull shoes and careless haste. You leave with a sharper posture, a steadier step, and a vow inscribed in your own hand. Now listen well. This lesson does not end when you walk out of these doors. Each evening, before you remove your uniform, you will take 2 minutes in front of your mirror. You will polish your shoes until they shine, then curtsy to your own reflection. And you will whisper the vow you wrote today. I will wait. I will polish. I will not neglect again. Do this not for me, not for Clara, not even for the headmaster. Do it for yourself. Because every act of care is a brick laid in the foundation of your refinement. Skip one, and the whole wall crumbles. Attend to each, and you build a palace of grace within your very body. Now, Marianne, curtsy to me one final time. Hold it with dignity. Rise and go with composure. This lesson is closed.